threat. There are 19 reward cards available, and trust me, you're going to want these cards for your lineup. For the Galaxy Opals, you can earn Brandon Roy and Wes Unseld. But even the pink diamonds are scary good, with cards like Dr. J, Joe Dumars, Allen Iverson, and...
What a gorgeous nighttime view from... And we've got...
Hey, Kevin.
It sure has. Thanks, DA. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Tucker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Daniel Tice out there with Tatum. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Hawks, on the wings, Herter and Reddish. Clint Capella is out there with Collins. And it's Young in at the 1. Now, here's Capella. Collins passes to Capella. Over in the corner, Reddish. Now the pass to Young. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the field.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Now, here's Capella. Following the shot by Tristan Thompson. Capella, the pass to Reddish. Unloads from 9. Basket counts.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
And Walker kicks to Brown. Tice inside, working on Collins. And Tice gets it to go.
Well, we've known for a long time Kemba Walker is gifted on the offensive end, and it's not just about his scoring. Look at that on the assist.
Tatum on the wing. Coming off a stellar performance against Toronto. The Celtics working the ball around now. Tice, no good. And Collins has got the ball here for Atlanta. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. And they were able to win it for the home fans.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. We'll see how the rotations go this time out. Every night it seems to be different.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. From deep. Atlanta now working with a new shot clock. From deep three-point range. Here's Capella. And finally they hit one.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Inside. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here we felt it. The Atlanta making some changes. Gallinari, he's checked in for Reddish. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Kevin Herter. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Trae Young. Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. Shemi Ojeleye comes in for Daniel Tice. Rondo passes to Gallinari. From deep. Atlanta gets it back. Capella. And no good that time. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 2. Tatum no good.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
To the middle. Here's Rondo. Here's Capella. Outside for Rondo. Over to the left wing. Clock at 6. Gallinari wide open. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
What a pure shooting motion for Danilo Gallinari. And at 6'10", that's special.
Brown the pass to Williams. Rebounded by Capella. The Hawks leading by 5. There's 1:17 left in the first. Back to Bogdanovic. Out to the wing. Capella dishes to Collins. And that one, good.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Williams can't get it to go.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Rondo against Walker. Rondo gets the bucket.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Here's Ojale. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Tony Snell comes in for Bogdanovich. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Gallinari finds Snell. Capella with it. He's guarded by Williams. And the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
And it's Williams finishing it off.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
To the paint, here's Gallinari. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Gallinari's got 5.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Hawks, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Reddish out there, Gallinari. Then it's Trae Young. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Snell in at the shooting guard position. So that's the Hawks 5. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year when you know you're on a championship contending team?
You know, some of that I think depends on the leadership you have in your locker room. Certain guys just keep everybody engaged and motivated. And you know what? You've got to break the season down into chapters to help yourself with the motivation, because sometimes that season can be so long and it's hard to stay focused in the present when you start thinking about the postseason.
I agree. Here's Gallinari. Young looking it over. 6 to shoot. Shoots it up. Rebound by Williams.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
It's deflected. And here's the fast break. Here's Snell. Nice touch on the back shot. Snell's got the lead up to 13 now for Atlanta.
Well, Danilo Gallinari, obviously much more known as a scorer, but how about the court vision there?
Here's Ojale. That one goes in. Ojale's got his first 2 points of the night.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Okongwu kicks to Reddish. That one falls.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Teague, the pass to Williams. Over to the wing. Nice ball movement by Boston. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Right now we're seeing more athletes willing to talk about mental challenges, be it depression or anxiety. And you know, Doris, the NBA is no exception. How encouraging do you find that?
Well, I think that whether NBA players or professional athletes in any sport know it or not, they are looked to as examples, as role models. And so I think everybody wins in this situation, Kevin. The players, the fans themselves, many of whom are dealing with the similar challenges. So, listen, life is not easy. Wherever you can get help, go and take it. I love this initiative from the NBA.
Pritchard. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Okongwu's shot is good.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Thompson outside. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Thompson. Picked off in midair. Young with the ball. Picked up by Teague. Down low and taken away by Brown. One-on-one fast break. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Boy, and how about that determination by Thompson? Love to see that kind of focus in transition.
Well, it was the Hawks winning their last game against the Magic in Orlando.
And Doris, much has been made of Brown's improvement offensively, and rightly so. But when you ask Coach Stevens about him, he always goes back to his defense.
Well, it's never a surprise for the coach that is the first and foremost thing on their mind. At 6'7", with a 7-foot wingspan, that incredible athleticism, Jaylen Brown can guard the elite wings in this league, and he holds his own and competes at a high level. It's a must-have for any championship team.
So here's Gallinari. Tristan Thompson picking up that last bucket. Gallinari dishes to Young. Pass to Okongwu. And a look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Sunday, they'll take on John Wall and the Houston Rockets.
And for their matchup with Cleveland, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. John Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Reddish. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Young. Shots good by Walker.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Right side, Bogdanovic. Shoots the three. Oh, trying for it. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Well, let's take a look now at some of the most explosive players in the NBA lately. The highest scoring small forwards of the past month. Fifth on the list, Jason Tatum.
A lot of the NBA's most explosive players man that small forward position, and you're looking at a pretty good collection of them right there.
Boy, that's putting it mildly. The offensive firepower they're packing is superb, and their talent runs the gamut. They can hurt you inside, long range, anywhere in between. They're all just too tough to stop.
Here's Okongwu. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Pass to Rondo. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. "15 seconds left to play in the first half. Walker finds Brown in the corner. Tatum with it. The kick out to Walker. For three, Williams. They get it again, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And now we'll send it. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. You look at the core of this young Hawks team. They have Trae Young, John. And that does it for our half.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Gallinari. What a contribution.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Boston. Down is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Daniel Tice out there with Thompson. And it's Walker in at point guard. Outside Collins. From deep. And Tatum pulls it down.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
From outside the arc. Rebounded by the Hawks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And Herter gets it to go. Herter's got his first points of the night.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Outside Tatum. Fires the three. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Gallinari, he's checked in for Reddish. Ogilvy is checked in for the Celtics. The pass to Brown. Launches a three. The kick out to Tatum. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Here's Collins. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Over to the left wing. From deep, Walker. Back to Tatum. Lets it go with the three. Gallinari with the rebound.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 5. It's good from long range. Brown's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, this is a shot that Jaylen Brown must make consistently. Nice seeing him start to look confident, stroking it from deep.
Shoots from 12. Collins, that's a two-pointer. Collins with another miss.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Tatum passes to Tice. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. In terms of acquiring the types of players you like, Greg, which front offices have you evaluated that really lead the way?
It's a great question. You know, I think coming off the dynasty and if you ask Golden State, they'll tell you they're still in the midst of it. I think they do a terrific job. The Celtics are right at the top, too, though. Danny Ainge and Brad Stevens are in sync with what they do and how they develop players, but also how they find those diamonds in the rough. And let's give a shout-out to Toronto with what they've done over the last 5 or 6 years. They've created a level of excellence there that has them on the same path as some of the best teams in our league.
A lot of good GMs out there. Danny Ainge of Boston, you talked about them, probably one of the best. Here's Herter. That three off the mark. Celtics trail by 9. Celtics passing it around. Deflects the pass. Young outside. There's Gallinari with the three. And Tatum pulls it down. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Boston. He gets that one.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
It's stolen by Brown. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Kemba Walker puts defenders in a bind. That quickness is problematic. You see it there when he gets the foul.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Here's Snell. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. The third quarter comes to a close. Bucks ahead. They're up by 5. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Okongwu is out there with Reddish. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Rajon Rondo, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Outside Williams, back to Teague. Pass to Pritchard. Goes back up. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
To tie it up. He can't get it to go. So the Hawks will take it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Outside Bogdanovich. From deep three-point range. And Boston with the rebound. They are right on the brink of taking the lead.
This is an absolutely critical juncture in this game.
Williams kicks to Tatum. The 3. Traps in the tray. Tatum's got the game tied up here for Boston.
My goodness, Jason Tatum from another zip code.
Outside Bogdanovich. From deep. The Hawks again can't hit. The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And here's Tatum for 3. Rebounded by Snell.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Now here's Rondo. Over in the corner, Reddish. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. To the middle. Williams dishes to Williams. Rondo with the steal. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
That's good from Snell. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. John Collins comes in for Reddish. Kevin Herter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Trae Young subbed in for Rajon Rondo.
It should be a 2-point lead, but they'll be satisfied to have edged into the lead.
And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. It's a 1-point game. Rebound, Kemba Walker. The Celtics shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Brown outside. To take the lead. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got rebound number 13 with that last one. It's tipped. Tatum deciding where to go with it. And here's Brown outside. That doesn't go either for Brown. Atlanta's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. The kick out to Young. Back to Snell. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Reddish, he's checked in for Tony Snell. From deep, Walker. Offensive rebound. Brown outside. To take the lead. Unable to get that one. And Atlanta will come the other way. Here's Young. It falls.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Three-pointer. Boston again missing.
He is just not taking smart shots out there. A pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Collins looking around. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
From deep. Can't knock in the three. Young with no one around. Good. And it's a 6-point Atlanta lead.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
And so the Hawks take the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good. The bustling financial district. Well, a chance to check out some stats for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. And it's Capella in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Raptors, we've got Chris Boucher, Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. Herter passes to Young. Up and in on the layup.
You got to keep the ball moving, and that time Herter's pass leads to an open look.
And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor. Shifty guard Trae Young finds his ways into some of those cracks and crevices.
Lowry inside the line, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against the Magic in Orlando. Boucher with the steal. Now the Raptors moving it up. Powell, the pass to Anunoby. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Passes to Boucher. Shot clock at 6. To the left side wing. Lowry has the open look. And it's off from three-point range. Atlanta with the ball. Young inside. Lowry covering. Young, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Powell, no one around him. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Young. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
VanVleet left side. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. In the corner, Herter with it. Back to Young. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for the Raptors. Here's Snell. He's guarded by Davis. Offensive rebound. Okongwu's shot is good.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now here's Johnson. 14 points from him the last game against Boston. Baines finds Davis. Here's Bembry. Fires the 3. 5 to shoot. Here's Baines. And again, no good by Toronto.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Gallinari against Johnson. And Gallinari kicks to Snell. Here's Bogdanovich. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And Toronto making a change here. Thomas is checked in. .46 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Bembry. He's covered by Rondo. Baines passes to Bembry. Outside, Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Nailed from three-point land.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Hawks leading. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. From deep three-point range, the shot, no good.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last three ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Outside Thomas, the shot, no good. He got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight. And some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
You think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
Johnson is out there with Thomas. Then it's Aaron Baines. Then there's Davis, and it's Bembry in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Outside, Davis. This one for 3. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Rondo's got his first bucket in this one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Bembry. And a change for the Hawks. Capella's checked in, buries it from three-point range. Lowry's got his second basket of the night.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Bogdanovich inside. Davis is there. Outside Rondo. Back to Bogdanovich. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Lowry. And here comes the break. Got a piece of it. Gallinari with the steal. Pushing it up. Here's Okongwu. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Johnson.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Chris Boucher's checked in for Aaron Baines. OG Anunoby comes in for Stanley Johnson. Norman. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
You know, at this point of the year, what's the main thing Brent, a head coach, has to do to keep his team focused for the second half of the season?
I think at this point, the foundation that you've laid should be there. So now what you try to do is schematically, maybe you go through some different defensive coverages. You try some different combinations of players to make sure that guys can make that adaptability quick enough that if that becomes part of a playoff scheme, you're ready for it.
Capella, the pass to Herder. Young outside. Young is double. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Anunoby. Kept alive by Atlanta. Got a hand on it. To the paint. Here's Lowry. And it's all evened up. Lowry's got 9.
A veteran guard with a knack for penetrating defenses. Lowry can pretty much get any shot he wants.
Anunoby against Collins. Takes the 3. That one doesn't go. Now Toronto takes it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Poor execution in that one. Not sure what led to the lack of focus, but coaching staff definitely not happy.
And they made some comments themselves that some of the fault might have lied with them because they didn't go in with the best of game plans and they didn't make the right adjustments. So we'll see tonight if they do.
Young drives in. Shoots from the high post. Boucher with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Lowry kicks to Van Vliet. Back to Lowry over Young. And misses it off the right side of the rim. For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. From deep, Collins. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. The Atlanta Hawks coming to this one after the win against Orlando.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, it never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Intercepted. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Up the floor. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor. Has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Yeah, every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Pass to Anunoby. In the corner, Powell with it. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Raptors out in front.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyle,
all right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the opener. And that does it for our...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Kyle Lowry getting it done today.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
On the court for Atlanta, Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Young and Herder make up the back, and it's Capella in at center.
So unselfish there. Young doing a good job of finding the open man.
Pass to Powell. Back to Van Vliet.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Herder passes to Young. Tipped away. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. Atlanta making a switch here. Gallinari's checked in. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
For the lead. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's Van Vliet. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Van Vliet's got the lead up to 2 now for Toronto. Out left to the wing. Here's Herter. No good with the triple. Toronto's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. The pass to Boucher. Count it from 12. And now a 4-point Raptor lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And finished off by Collins.
I just feel like Collins is at his best when he's going at the defense.
Passes it to Anunoby. He kicks it to Lowry. A 3-ball. A shot, no good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. It's stolen by Lowry. It's 2-on-1. Here's Van Vliet. Finished off the break. Van Vliet's got 8.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
It's Collins with the drive. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Just impressive athletically, and when Collins is in this kind of mode, the defense is on its heels.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. And so Collins nails both of them.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Reddish in constant motion that time and able to draw foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And Cam Reddish, the 10th pick back in 2019 out of Duke, had a tough transition as a rookie into the NBA. Struggled just to find his rhythm.
GA, I think there are a lot of questions because at Duke, he was surrounded by stars. R.J. Barrett, Zion Williamson, and he was sort of that third guy. He has all the physical tools, and he made some big-time strides in the latter half of last season, so he's coming.
Atlanta making a switch here. Okongwu's checked in for John Collins. Bogdanovich comes in for Reddish. Tony Snell's checked in for Kevin Herter. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Trae Young. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Outside Thomas. Pass to Baines. Back to Thomas. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Watanabe. Rondo with the steal. 4-on-3 as they bring it up. Here's Bogdanovich, and it's blocked. They retain possession. They now take the lead. Okongwu's now got 13.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Here's Johnson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 1.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The shot's good. Bogdanovich has got his second bucket.
Yeah, there's no excuse right there for not covering one of the guys on the floor, and that's Rondo around the rim where he can score.
Thomas deciding where to go with it. Just 5 on the clock. Bembry kicks to Thomas. No good on the 3. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They lead by 1. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Now Bogdanovich focused on scoring on the inside, and when he gets close to the basket, looked like he was hungry to get 2.
Pass to Johnson. Rebound by the Hawks. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
And the shot goes in. Now it's a 5-point Hawks lead.
Respecting the effort from Gallo there, works his way near the rim, and no one stops him from doing this thing there.
Here's Atlanta. They're on a 16-7 run. Bogdanovich left side. They swipe it. Now the Raptors moving it up. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Johnson enjoying that dunk that time, an easy two.
Inside, it's stolen by Johnson. And oh, here we go with Thomas. Nobody back. And then Thomas with the dunk.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Hawks lead by 1. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And
Okay, good patience on your spacing.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. We've got Anunoby. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Powell in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And here is Capella. To the left wing. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
VanVleet passes to Anunoby. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. To the inside. Reddish's shot is good.
Quick trigger from Reddish there speaks to his confidence. He just let that one fly.
VanVleet outside. To the middle. Here's Anunoby. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Reddish. Rebound by the Raptors. Boucher's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
That one drops. He ties it up. Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Here's Collins. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Don't want to give up that kind of position to Collins at that kind of length. I think he's going to do some damage.
VanVleet finds Boucher, and he comes up with the deuce. Boucher's got it all tied up now for Toronto.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Here's Young. No problem on the jumper in close. And the Hawks lead by 2. The Raptors have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Lowry looking around. And there's the pass to Anunoby. Powell kicks to VanVleet. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Clock at 6. The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Capella, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate. And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the 2nd half.
Here's Reddish. Yes, that goes in. Reddish has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunity.
Anunoby passes to VanVleet. Boucher with the ball. Passes it to Anunoby. For 3, VanVleet score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Confident and composed on the 3-point shot at a critical juncture.
1:58 left to play here in the 4th. Herter, no good. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for Toronto. A 2-point game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 2. 1:50 left in the 4th quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game. Onyeka Okongwu.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
Anunoby. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
And the native of England, Anunoby doesn't back down from taking the big shots. I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
The drive by Lowry. Now, here's Anunoby. 1:15 left in the game. Here's Young. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And this young guy relishes the pressure, stepping up there, confident in the clutch.
Lowry for 3. They get the rebound. The putback. Money! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
What a baller this young man is. Anunoby, even though he's young, he looks like a veteran in the clutch.
And it's denied. Here's Lowry. It's in!
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Yes!
It doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Collins.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're up by 1. 36 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What's your take, guys?
And this could be the play that decides the game. Defensively, they need to stay aggressive, play the passing lanes, and how much would they love a turnover right here.
Good on the first, and that ties the game up.
And the potential Anunoby has is exciting. Has the athleticism, the shooting touch, and the drive to keep improving.
And you just have to understand that hours and hours of practice mean that clutch free throws become easy.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Van Vliet wide open. A 3-pointer off the mark. Atlanta with the ball. It's good!
That's a crucial basket and hurt her big time.
Lowry passes to Anunoby. Oh, missed it.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
She knocks down the clutch free throw. Can't knock it down, and they really needed that one.
He was able to tie it up, but he has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. It'll be the Raptors off the tip. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So for Toronto right now, Fred Van Vliet out there with Lowry. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Baines in at the 5 spot.
He's showing some nice body control, outstanding at keeping his composure and continuing to play at his speed is Gallinari.
Van Vliet looking around. Anunoby kicks to Lowry. His three-pointers off the mark. The Hawks shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. And Young with the basket on the assist from Capella. And the Hawks lead by 2.
Embracing the big moment is Trae Young.
To the wing on the left. Baines passes to Anunoby. Sinks that one from the post.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Here's Gallinari. That shot off. The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway. Count the basket.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And how about the experience of Lowry on full display there? Just finding the open man, and guy's been doing this for now over a decade.
Here's Herter. And the shot goes down.
Herter very comfortable taking that big shot.
Raptors have gone a stellar 4 of 5 from the floor since the start of overtime. Baines. And the dunk by Baines.
Going to the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
It's the first that narrows the lead down to just 3.
And Trae Young wants to be a leader, but it's not about wanting it. You have to show it on a consistent basis so your teammates start to look towards you.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Collins comes in for Gallinari. And it's Reddish in for Bogdanovich.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Baines with the block. And another fast break for Toronto. The Raptors are running. Anunoby, good.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
The Hawks have gone 3 for 5 for their shot since we got started here in overtime. Shot from 12. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And it's the Raptors' ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Toronto working the ball around now. Pass to Van Vliet. Shoots. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
And Cam Reddish is representing.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Powell for 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Here's Herter. Guarded by Powell. The offensive rebound. Here's Collins. Got it!
And maybe not the first guy you think about. Collins in the clutch.
And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Terrific shot of Nick. Now it's ended out.
Kevin, thanks.
David, he has been a great addition. Thanks for that report. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. On is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Tristan Thompson is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the 1. And for the Raptors, we've got Fred VanVleet. Norman Powell is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Lowry in at the point guard position. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Lowry finds VanVleet. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Tatum drives in, and he makes good on the layup.
And gets hit on the drive. Excellent body control. Tatum's a well-coordinated athlete.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's VanVleet. And again, no good by Toronto. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Raptors.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
Well, they certainly made their presence felt on defense. They were active and rejected a number of shots.
Walker lays it up off the glass.
But this is the thing about Walker. He will challenge you from the perimeter. He will challenge you inside also. And you talk about an unsung hero, Daniel Tice. Last offseason, he agreed to a 2-year deal with the Celtics worth $10 million. Just another great signing by Danny Ainge.
VanVleet can't get it to go.
You got to give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he's still firing.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
And see, Webb, when you look at all that Tice provides for this team, it's amazing he doesn't get more credit.
Well, you're right, Jay, but he is surrounded by great players who deserve to attract the limelight. But he can rebound, defend, set picks. He can stretch the floor, and every year he continues to improve.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Well, yeah, you can hear the sigh of relief from here. Now they've got to build on that first bucket.
Now here's Thompson. Now the Raptors moving it up. Finished off the break.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Passes it to Brown. It's blocked. They get it back. Walker in the post, covered by VanVleet. 6 to shoot. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
That is prime-time point guard play. A sensational find by Walker to set up the easy bucket.
Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Celtics. Thompson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Tatum dishes to Brown. Tice against Anunoby. And there's Thompson putting it right back in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The pass to Powell. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the first. Lowry finds Powell. Outside Lowry. Lets it go from deep. And the 3-ball is good.
You know, there was a time when three-point shooting was a liability for Lowry, but the guy has put in the time, and now he is a solid option from deep.
Boucher with the steal. For 3, VanVleet. The rebound by the Celtics.
He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
And so Boston again turning it over. Some changes for Toronto. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Chris Boucher. Davis is subbed in for Fred VanVleet. And a new group in for the Celtics. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And now here comes Teague leading the break. And it's slammed in by Teague.
And with the way Teague can move in the open floor, there's just no way to prevent him from getting points on a fast break.
Anunoby passes to Davis. There's the three. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Ojale. Back to Teague. And it's slammed in by Teague.
Look at the explosiveness from the little man. Teague just rises up and never stops.
Lowry from deep three-point land. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Boston Celtics with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Celtics, we've got Teague. Williams is out there with Williams. And it's Ojale in at the small forward.
A serious talent when Robert Williams is healthy. He makes his presence felt, has great length and lift off the floor. Defensively, he protects the rim and even blocks shots out on the perimeter.
Pritchard gets the bucket.
I like to see the ball moving in transition like that. I mean, when teammates out in front, get them to rock.
Here's Bembry, pass to Baines. Davis in the corner. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Celtics leading by 10. To the paint. The Celtics working the ball around now. Launches it. A shot by Pritchard, no good. And then offensively, Williams is mostly a rim runner at this point. But Greg, there are signs that the jumper is coming along.
Yeah, you know, when he was drafted at the end of the first round, there was a lot of talk about rebuilding his shot mechanics. And that's still a work in progress. But where he's really impressed people is with his passing. He has terrific instincts for the game.
Now here's Williams. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Here's Ojale. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Davis kicks to Baines. Bembry the pass to Baines. Johnson. It's good on the putback. Johnson's got it back down to within single digits for Toronto.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Outside Teague. Passes it to Ojale. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Davis in the corner. It's Davis on the wing. For three. And Boston with the rebound.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Kept alive. Here's Pritchard, covered by Baines. Ojale passes to Williams. The kick out to Williams. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
The near 7-foot wingspan of Jaylen Brown. I mean, the hops. This is a guy who can dunk on anyone.
A minute 20 left in the first half of the game. Williams with the steal. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And Williams throws it down.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his pass.
And Toronto has possession, down by 12. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, I mean, their execution at times was flawless, but they also made some mistakes that ultimately did them in.
Tough to win games like that on the road, even with all the great work they did.
You know that 7'5" wingspan, the great hops, that's been there. But Williams' ability to put the ball on the floor and create for himself, that's something new.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Ogilvy. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Floats it up for Williams. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. There's the pass to Bembry. It's hauled in by Brown. Down low, Williams. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his third assist on the night. Here's Bembry. And so it's Boston. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boston had no problems getting going. They had great chemistry early on. And that
well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Jaylen Brown, what a contribution.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
He was very creative in how he orchestrated the offense.
And Van Vliet out there with Lowry. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Boucher in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Tatum's shot is off. Raptors trail by 16.
And when talking about Tatum, it's hard not to think back to 2017 when Danny Ainge traded back to 3, essentially choosing him over Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, and now Fultz is starting to pick it up a little bit, though. Watch him. He's going to be dynamic. But you're right. Certain deals can define a franchise. And Ainge, he's unafraid to take chances.
Brown down low. Boucher defending. From downtown. And it's Brown missing.
I don't know what they drew up at halftime, but it ain't working. 0 for 4 to start the half.
Anunoby, no good.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count him. He does all the little things. I mean, he does the big things. He's got them in front with another outstanding performance.
Here's Lowry after the basket by Boston. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And it's slammed in by Williams.
You got to keep pace with Williams in transition. He's so good at just outworking everybody on the floor.
Van Vliet outside. Three-pointer, Lowry. It's not going to go for him. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Tice kicks to Williams. Tatum looking around. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Tatum's got 5 now.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
And the Raptors making a change here. Davis is checked in. The Celtics also changing it up. Tristan Thompson comes in for Robert Williams. And it's Teague in for Jaylen Brown. Now Tice. Jeff Teague missing from long range.
Well, that's just a lucky break for the D. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
And it's Jeff Teague with the rebound. Celtics leading by 21. From deep three-point range, and Davis pulls it down.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Yeah, sure. I mean, when you take care of the backboard, you can limit teams to one shot.
Now here's Walker. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Tatum's shot is off.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight. Oh, you have to appreciate the ball moving and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Back to Walker. Nice ball movement by Boston. Teague, the pass to Walker. To the wing right side. Tice. Misses the three. Raptors trail by 19. In the corner, Powell with it. Walker against Van Vliet. Raptors get it back. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Pass to Walker. Tatum on the wing. From deep. Rebound by the Raptors. Boucher's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Van Vliet. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Now here's Tatum. 5 points in the game.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Oh, just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
For 3, Van Vliet. Van Vliet can't get that one to fall. And Walker kicks to Tice. From deep three-point range. Missed. And so it's the Boston Celtics. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Now let's listen.
Excellent defense. Keep getting the ball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. They've got Ogilvy. Thompson is out there with Williams. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's Pritchard in at the point. Now here's Thomas. Back to Lowry. The 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Lowry's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for Toronto. Boston leading by 12. Pass to Ogilvy. Brown feeling it out a bit. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
And it's Brown missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And again, no good by Toronto. Celtics leading by 14. Out to the wing. Pritchard passes to Brown. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
It's Powell on the wing. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Passes it to Williams. Here's Pritchard. While recovering. They get it back to the left wing. Ogilvy kicks to Williams. Here's the three. And Baines pulls it down.
With all these three-pointers he's missed in the first half, I mean, he's become a weight around that neck. Somebody tell this guy to be more unselfish.
Now here's Lowry. To the inside. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
And really advanced as a playmaker. Lowry makes such strong reads off that pick and roll.
Brown outside. Here's Ogilvy, guarded by Powell. They get it back. Can't hit that one. Raptors trail by 12. Beyond the arc. Keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Here's Ogilvy. Now the pass to Pritchard. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. And the Celtics lead by 12. Not a lot of time left for the Raptors in this one. Out to the right wing. 1:24 left here in the fourth quarter. The shot by Lowry, no good. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Boston. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Snatched up. Thompson outside. Celtics passing it around. To the paint. Boston needs to get off a shot. Williams with a clean look. The Celtics keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. And it's Brown missing.
Well, another 10-cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
Powell kicks to Lowry. Pass to Boucher. Back to Lowry. Here's Boucher. He's covered by Thompson. Powell for three. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Outside Williams. On the wing, Brown. Three-pointer. And Baines pulls it down. Lowry with the ball. Pass to Powell. Back to Lowry. Misses there. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris And David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Both capable, DA. Thank you. And a chance here to check out some stats for Jaylen Brown.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at point guard. And for the Celtics, Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Daniel Tice out there with Tatum, and it's Thompson in at the center. And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Brown drives in, Young with the steal. Finished off the break. Young's got his second bucket of the night.
Trae Young is so good in transition, just has a great feel to make an impact.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Now here's Brown. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Toronto.
Boy, did he have it going offensively. He lived at the line during that game as well, and that's where he got a lot of those points.
Here's Brown. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. And Reddish with the slam.
It's tough to stop Cam on the drive. He's so fluid and coordinated.
Walker the pass to Tatum. To the middle. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Capella. Young finds Collins. Knocked loose. Stolen by Walker. Here's Tice. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Capella. And the turnover again by Atlanta. Let's take a look at the players that have been grabbing rebounds in bunches to lead the NBA over the last 10 games. Clint Capella on top.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Brown dishes to Tatum. And Thompson slams it home.
And this is where Thompson likes to get his touches, right at the basket.
Collins looking around. From deep. The Hawks again can't hit. The Celtics have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Knocked away. It's stolen by Capella. And that one is stuffed right through.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Pass to Brown. And finished off by Brown.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Tatum passes to Ojale. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Now, here is Gallinari. Coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. Bogdanovich dishes to Okongwu. Chalk up 2 there. And midway through the season, some players going above and beyond. And Steve, is that contract year boost a myth or is it a real thing?
Hey, Kevin, it is a real thing. You see guys more focused. You see guys that's usually not on time. On that contract year, you see guys on their best behavior and you see some of their best play on the court overall.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Robert Williams, he's checked in for Tatum. And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against the Magic. The kick out to Williams. Back to Williams. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
You know, still a raw talent, but Williams does have a reliable inside game that continues to get better.
Over to the left wing. Snell, the pass to Gallinari. For the three. Rebound, Boston. Victory eluded them last time in Atlanta when they faced the Hawks.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Yes, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try and match that energy.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Williams dishes to Williams. Over Okongwu. Celtics passing it around. Gallinari against Williams. He doesn't hit that one. And here's the fast break. Gallinari leading the way. Bogdanovich, no luck.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Hawks lead by 1. And the second quarter will get under. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
Williams is out there with Williams. Then there's Teague, and it's Pritchard in at the 2. That's the Boston 5.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Here's Bogdanovich. Doesn't go for him. And it's Boston the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
This was their game plan going in. Make shooters uncomfortable by challenging every possible shot.
So both teams making some changes here. And the Celtics with possession here. Shot clock at 6. Tice kicks to Ojale. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Clint Capella.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
The Hawks leading. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
That's just a seasoned move. Great concentration from Gallinari, finishing through contact.
Williams passes to Brown. Jacks up a 3. A new 14 for Boston. Puts up a 3. That doesn't go either for Brown.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Ojale kicks to Walker. Inside and stolen by Okongwu. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And he gets it to go. Rondo's got the lead up to 7 now for Atlanta.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
This is who you want leading that play, a sure passer with great awareness.
Okongwu dishes to Capella. The pass to Okongwu. Back to Capella. Shoots over Brown. And it's Capella missing. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gallinari. Thompson, he's checked in for Boston. Jason Tatum comes in for Semi Ojeleye. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Collins checked in for Okongwu. Reddish comes in for Gallinari. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovic. And Trae Young subbed in for Rajon Rondo.
A terrific athlete at that wing with good pounds. Tatum, fun to watch.
Poked away. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Celtics trail by 3. Pass to Pritchard. To the middle. Lays it up and banks it in.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
Reddish the pass to Collins. To the paint. Here's Capella. The shot off that time. Good D by Thompson. On the wing, Williams. Back to Tatum. Celtics passing it around. And he's fouled. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Pritchard passes to Williams. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got his second bucket tonight.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Can they get it? It's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Atlanta making a switch here. Collins with it. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Orlando. No good. Here's Tatum. Thompson passes to Pritchard. Teague inside the line.
A lot of people bag on Young.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good action during the period as it was just a... And...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You pick up Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. On the court for Atlanta, Young and Huerter make up the back. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. Reddish the pass to Collins. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Love the unselfishness. Not only can Cam create for himself, he can also create for others.
To the inside. Tipped away. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
No matter where he is on the floor, Collins seems to invite contact.
Outside Tatum. From outside, off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Young outside. For the tie. And no good. And the Celtics going the other way now. Brown finds Tatum. Back to Brown. Tice with the ball. Thompson outside. Five to shoot. Outside, Walker pulls up. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Herter, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Pass to Brown. Back to Walker. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession.
And you can't help but see the impact Thompson has in the paint. On both ends of the floor, he's a rock planted near the rim. Very strong legs that help him get to so many of those rebounds.
Boston making a switch here. Ojale is checked in. Then for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Alinari comes in for John Collins. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Kevin Herter. And with Thompson, as you said, Greg, once he's planted in the paint, good luck.
I mean, think about it. About 40% of his rebounds are on the offensive end. He just refuses to get moved or boxed out. Combine that with his hunger on that end of the floor, and you see why he's such a great rebounder.
Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Good. Reddish has got his second basket.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Walker's got the ball here for Boston. Brown outside. Left side, Walker. Pass to Tice. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. And the Celtics lead by 1.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Walker the pass to Tatum. Tice kicks to Tatum. Over in the corner, Brown. It's stolen by Reddish. And they're moving it up. The feed to Okongwu. And he banks in the layup. Now it's a 3-point Hawks lead.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Out left to the wing. Walker against Young. And the pass to Ojale. And stolen by Okongwu. Reddish with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. Young in the corner. Over Tice. Young, no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Shot's good by Walker.
And you see the speed on display. Walker using it well whenever he gets into traffic.
Pass to Gallinari. Reddish with the ball. Tatum on him. Reddish's shot is good.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
From deep. And it's Trae Young with the rebound. Gallinari outside. Reddish kicks to Gallinari. Lets the 3 fly. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Stay the course. We just got to be a little bit more alert to rotate.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Atlanta leading by 3. We've got Brown. Tristan Thompson is out there with Williams. Then there's Teague. And it's Pritchard in at the shooting guard. That's the Boston 5. Rondo passes to Collins. Here's Herter. Clock at 4. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Out to the right wing to tie it up. Kept alive by Boston. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Hawks shooting well, 50% from the floor. Herter passes to Capella. Outside Collins. The Hawks working the ball around. Back to Snell. Rebounded by the Celtics.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
And Thompson throws it down.
A solid athlete, quick leaper. Thompson's always a threat on this play.
Down low, Rondo. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Hawks lead by 3.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Brown inside. Thompson outside. To the middle. And Thompson throws it down.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Outside Rondo. Outside Collins. From deep three-point range. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Stolen by Collins. Herter passes to Rondo. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. And a change for the Hawks. Reddish, he's checked in for Tony Snell. Pritchard passes to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
For Boston, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. The dish now to Thompson. Here's Brown. Collins grabs the miss. The Hawks trail it. Now here's Rondo. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Trae Young, he's checked in for Atlanta. 1:57 left in the 4th quarter. To the inside, stolen by Thompson. Brown feeling out a bit. He kicks it to Thompson. Back to Brown. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And the Celtics lead by 4.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
Reddish the pass to Capella. They could use a bucket. Here's Reddish. Leaps for it, and the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Brown outside. There's the triple. But they get it back.
Oh, great job there tracking down the long rebound, and the clock will continue to run.
And Thompson kicks to Brown. The Trae. Collins grabs the miss.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Here's Reddish. He can't get that one to fall. And the Celtics going the other way now. Basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the final quarter. There's Brown with the three. Hands it from downtown. Brown's got the lead up to 7 now for the Celtics.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way. Amazing. The growth of Collins seems to know no limits.
To the left side wing. Tice, no one around him. Offensive rebound. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. The kick out to Walker. Back to Tice. From the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space. Big time shot from Cam.
And so it's the Boston. A great view of our broadcast location. And with...
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. OG Anunoby is out there with Powell. Then there's Lowry. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Van Vliet in at the 2 spot. And for the Hawks, on the wings, Herter and Reddish. Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the 1.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
It's good. Greg, in terms of personnel, not exactly the matchups we were expecting to see tonight.
You know, Kev, with all the injuries and some guys now having to step into unfamiliar roles, in some ways that makes tonight all the more intriguing to see which guys are going to step up and deliver.
Now, here's Reddish. Following the miss by Fred VanVleet.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Young against Lowry. We're about 1 minute into the first. Back to Herter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Fred VanVleet picks one up. First trip to the line for him here. The first free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Back to Lowry. Second shot opportunity.
Quick off the floor. Has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Inside, here's Powell. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a 3, but go with the easy hoop.
To the paint, here's Herter. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Herter's got his second bucket of the night.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
Here's Boucher, and Capella sends it back. Releases. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Victory eluded them last time in Atlanta when they faced the Hawks.
Yeah, and their last time playing against this club, they fell short. A lot of cheap fouls really plagued their starting unit.
You know, you try to establish consistent substitution patterns. It helps you stay in a rhythm, and they had to go to their bench much too early.
Now, here's Capella. It's Young on the wing. 32 points for him last game against Orlando.
I love that he sacrificed his body over and over. His persistence at getting to the free throw line really paid off for them.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Now the Raptors moving it up. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Capella sends it back. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Young with the ball. That shot missing. Raptors trail by 4. Down low. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Well, OG Anunoby is going to continue to develop his game, and that pass, that was pretty.
And with Kyle Lowry, the assist numbers don't jump off the page at you, but he has fantastic vision, and his decision-making is also elite.
Greg, for me, what stands out about Kyle Lowry is his willingness to adjust his game based on what his team needs. There's been times in his career where he's been a go-to scorer, and his three-point shooting can be infectious to his team. That toughness on the drive really strikes you. But there's also been times where he takes a back seat to scoring and says, all right, time to get my guys involved. He can do either.
Toronto shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit cranky out there. And there's the pass to Anunoby. Lowry up top, 5 on the clock. With the tip, it's good on the putback.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Reddish the pass to Capella.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for John Collins. Molinari comes in for Reddish. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Trae Young. And Davis can't get it to go. Capella against Baines. And the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism for a big man? Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Banbury kicks to Davis. Misses the deep three-point attempt. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Hawks lead by 2. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Bogdanovic out there with Gallinari. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Rajon Rondo, and it's Snell in a 2-guard. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks.
And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a little bit of everything for his squad.
And oh, here we go. Gallinari heading to the hoop. Passes to Okongwu. To the right side. Outside Rondo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Raptors trail by 3. Davis with it. Okongwu covering. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprise, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Swiped it away. Fast break, Toronto. Pass to Davis. Toronto working the ball around now. Hits the three-point bomb. Davis has got the lead up to 2 now for the Raptors.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
It's stolen by Johnson.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. It's stolen by Davis. Johnson surveying the floor. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Baines has got 6.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
And here's the fast break. Gallinari leading the way. To halt the run. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Danilo Gallinari.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
The first one falls. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. And that one's good by Davis.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, Gallinari a scorer at heart, but how about the unselfishness? Perfectly sets up his open teammate.
Raptors leading by 4. Pass to Davis. Now Baines back to Davis from past the arc. Good on the triple. Davis has got 8 here in the quarter.
That's his second bucket from range this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Okongwu, the pass to Bogdanovic. That one, no good. Now Toronto takes it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
He kicks it to Gallinari. Back to Bogdanovic. Inside. And it's Gallinari missing. Toronto's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Capella, the pass to Herter. Unloads from 13. Rebound by the Raptors. Here's Watanabe. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Baines. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And the Raptors lead by 9.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Outside Thomas. Back to Davis. Now the pass to Baines. And Capella over to help. Clock at 6. Fires at the elbow. The rebound by Young.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And Herter gets it to go. Now just a 5-point Raptor lead.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Passes it to Baines. Outside Thomas. Over Reddish. No good off the back of the rim.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Now Collins. And we'll be right back after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you in. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first... And that should...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, Aaron Baines displaying his skills today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. There's Boucher out there with Anunoby. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Lowry in at the point guard.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Reddish kicks to Young. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got his first basket.
Maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Young's jumper stretches defense, which gives him more room to get by his man. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Capella. Rebound by the Raptors. Boucher's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the inside. Here's Anunoby. Around the free agent race last year for your money. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
Well, Norman Powell these last several seasons has turned himself into a knockdown shooter, and obviously last season much more involved on the offensive end, and that to me was his best performance to date.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor, and the Raptors also making a change. Johnson, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. The Hawks trail by 7. And Bogdanovich kicks to Snell. Here's Okongwu. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
Stolen by Van Vliet. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and stolen by Okongwu. Now, here is Gallinari. Tight defense on him. 1:53 left to play in the third. That shot is off. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Raptors.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Here's Bogdanovich. And too long on the shot. Toronto leading by 9. Boucher kicks to Powell. Outside Lowry. Raptors moving the ball around. Back to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. To the left wing. Fires from 18. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Powell's got the lead up to 11 now for the Raptors.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Powell with the steal. To the middle. Here's Boucher. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Van Vliet outside. Pass to Powell. Outside Lowry. Back to Powell. Van Vliet outside. Raptors get it back.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Pass to Snell. Fires for 3. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Lowry. Back to Van Vliet. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Toronto looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've had active hands and have forced. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And Young, here we go. And the layup falls.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
Van Vliet passes to Anunoby.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
The Hawks trail by 13. Inside, it's tipped. Stolen by Thomas. Lowry feeling it out a bit. Thomas. And Thomas with the second chance points. Thomas got his first basket of the night.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Capella against Baines. And it's Capella missing.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Out left to the wing. No good with the triple.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Young left side. It's deflected. It's stolen by Lowry. He dishes it to Baines. Outside Thomas. And Baines kicks to Lowry. From deep. Rebound by the Hawks.
I'll tell you, he has looked just a step slow all game, but his teammates, boy, have they come through.
Capella with the bucket.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Toronto leading by 13. Outside Lowry. Back to Van Vliet. Thomas outside. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game. The Raptors making a switch here. Powell's checked in. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. For those just joining us, fourth. Quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Young passes to Capella. Back to Young. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point range. Doesn't go that time. Now Toronto takes it the other way. And Lowry gets it to go.
You get the sense Kyle Lowry's eyes open wide. If he's in the open floor and gets up court, look out.
Reddish kicks to Collins. Trying to find Capella. Gets it to him. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Lowry finds Van Vliet. To the paint, outside for Lowry. Over Young. With the putback. It's good on the putback. And the Raptors lead by 15.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win
for the Raptors.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
Capella against Baines. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And a great display of physicality from Capella. He's not one to shy away from contact.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Bruno Fernando's checked in for John Collins. Hill comes in for Reddish. Tony Snell's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And Goodwin subbed in for Young. Johnson, the pass to Watanabe. From deep. Rebounded by the Hawks. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. The pass to Capella. Here's Fernando. The Hawks working the ball around. Snell, that's good.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Passes it to Davis. Here's McCall. Back to Davis from downtown. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but
That's what all I've been asking for the last 2Ks. It's a lot more score.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. But John, and here we can check out the score for Fred VanVleet.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. Then there's Chris Boucher. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Powell in at the small forward. And for the Celtics, Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Thompson is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Tatum in at the small forward position. Now Lowry after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer.
And how about the experience of Lowry on full display there, just finding the open man, and guy's been doing this for now over a decade.
Now here's Thompson. He had 13 points in the win against Toronto, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's VanVleet. And here's Boucher. It's his first trip to the line.
An okay season at the free throw line for him so far, sitting right around 76%.
Well, for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
Back to VanVleet. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Anunoby kicks to VanVleet. And again, Toronto no up. Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And the basket by Tatum.
A nice start for them offensively. 3 of 4 to kick things off.
Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. It's Powell on the wing from outside the arc. And Boston with the rebound.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide open 3 like that.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Now here is Lowry. 14 points from him the last game against the Celtics in Boston.
Yeah, and don't forget about his passing. I mean, he didn't forget about his teammates. He was spreading the ball all over the floor. A golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group.
Now, we've all seen this guy's development. Thompson has proven to be a valuable role player. He's exceptional at tracking down rebounds and a more than capable defender.
Here's Bembry. And here's Davis for 3. Thompson with the rebound. Boston leading by 7. Teague the pass to Ojala. Now here's Thompson, right wing. Williams with the ball. He's guarded by Johnson.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
The pass to Watanabe. Outside, Davis. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Boston. They're 4th in the conference and looking to make a move the latter part of the season. And, of course, there's Toronto sitting there 4 spots below.
And I think for Toronto, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
Yeah, they're kind of in that caught in the middle type group. You know what I mean? You wonder if they need a personnel change to get over the hump.
Here's Bembry. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Watanabe. He's guarded by Williams. And Toronto turns it over again. While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. In fourth, the Celtics.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
Now here's Teague. 14 points from him the last game against Toronto. Clock at 6. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Ojale. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Raptors trail by 9. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And here's Davis for 3. And again, Toronto no up. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. The shot by Ojale, no good. Looking to end the run, and Davis throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
And so it's Boston, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
So the Raptors 5 right now. We've got Johnson. Davis is out there with Thomas. Then it's Aaron Baines, and it's Bembry in at the 3 spot.
And there you see the speed of Teague. Always keeps defenders backpedaling.
And it's Davis with the ball for the Raptors. They trail by 9 points. Johnson right side. 3-pointer. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Johnson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Ojale passes to Williams. The shot by Ojale, no good.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Toronto working the ball around now. Baines finds Thomas. Here's Bembry. Back to Johnson. They double team Johnson. Davis in the corner. A 3-pointer off the mark. Boston leading by 7. Outside Williams. Teague surveying the D. And Baines pulls it down. Baines has got his 4th rebound in this one. Throws it up high.
And I don't care what his size is. You cannot forget to box him out. He's just got a nose for the ball, and he is fearless in attacking the glass.
Back to Teague. Williams against Baines. Passes it to Pritchard. Here's Williams. The kick out to Williams. To the inside. A second chance effort. And Baines pulls it down. Baines has got 5 rebounds tonight. Thomas passes to Baines. Davis with it. Takes the 3. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback. Now just a 3-point Boston lead.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Outside Teague. Floats it up for Williams. Up high to stuff the alley-oop. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to?
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, three guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Lowry feeling it out a bit. Over to the left wing. For three, Van Vliet. And again, Toronto no luck.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And that one drops for him. Brown's got 6.
With great physical and athletic tools, Brown's adept at pushing past contact.
We've got 1:08 left to play here in the second quarter. Van Vliet kicks to Lowry. Pass to Anunoby. Shot clock at 5. Toronto needs to get off his shot. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Shots good by Boucher.
He gets it to him off the bounce pass and gets the assist.
Celtics leading by 5. Pass to Brown. In the corner, Tatum with it. Van Vliet against Brown. And Brown throws it down hard.
You gotta love how Brown finishes strong, driving fast and hard to the cup for the rim rocking Shazam.
Now, here's Lowry. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. Here's Van Vliet. Boucher kicks to Lowry. Elbow shot is on the way. And right as the buzzer sounded, he just dunked it right down. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. Out in front of the half is Boston. They have a 5-point lead. Kenny, how'd you see it?
The passing is what kept the offense rolling. The communication.
And
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Jaylen Brown, what a contribution.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Celtics. Brown is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Daniel Tice out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Walker in at the point. Van Vliet passes to Lowry. Van Vliet kicks to Powell. It's Powell on the wing. Lowry against Walker. A shot by Lowry, no good.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Now Boucher, he has 6. Here's Van Vliet, finished off the break.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior, gotta love it.
Brown the pass to Tatum. And it's blocked.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's Anunoby, hammers it home to polish off the break.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Back to Walker. Fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
You can't shake Walker. He's just a master at cashing in on these and-one opportunities.
Williams, he's checked in for Thompson. And then for Toronto, Watanabe's checked in, and Thomas subbed in for Fred VanVleet. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. The pass to Tice. Left side, Walker. Banked in off the glass. Walker's got 7 points for the quarter. Raptors trail by 8. Outside Lowry. It's Powell on the wing. Back to Lowry. Kicks it to Powell. This one for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Powell's got 5.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
To the wing on the left. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum on the wing. Guarded by Powell. Here's Walker. Williams finds Tice. And Tice throws it down.
He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
Outside Lowry. Pass to Thomas. Now Boucher. Williams comes with the double team. Here's Watanabe. Defended by Tice. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. Some solid defense from Brown. Celtics leading by 7. Here's Tatum. It's blocked. Boucher up top. Defended by Tice. Lowry kicks to Powell. There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And finished off by Brown.
The fast hands of Walker strike again. Got to admire his defensive instinct.
Walker against Lowry. It's Powell on the wing. Now, here's Lowry. D right on him. Powell, the pass to Boucher. Back to Powell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lowry. And the Raptors miss again. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. And Brown throws it down.
The body and agility, rare, considering Brown's size. That's why he's always been such an intriguing prospect.
Outside Lowry. Powell tipped back in for 2. Powell's got 7 points.
Oh, he's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Brown outside. Feeds to Tatum. Boucher with the steal. Down low. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Powell.
He doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
Brown dishes to Walker. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his pass.
Powell for 3, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Celtics lead. And meanwhile, Coach Brad Stevens talking to his team.
Talked about it in the pregame.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Raptors trail by 9. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. OG Anunoby is out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Lowry. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Baines in at the 5. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Celtics leading by 7. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Ojale. Dishes to T. Count it. Good.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And so Lowry will bring it up for the Raptors. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their home slate. The shot by Powell, no good. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Low block shot, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and yeah. Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Lets it go with a three. They grab their own miss. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Ojale. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Thompson passes to Pritchard. And here's Tatum for three. Out to the wing. And the dunk by Tatum.
Though he may not explode off the floor, Tatum's lift makes plays like this look easy.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the Raptors miss again.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
There's the pass to Pritchard. And here's Brown outside. He can't hit that time. And Toronto will go the other way with it. He lobs it up. Outside Lowry. Powell, no one around him. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Anunoby's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Brown, good.
Well, you see the confidence building in Brown offensively. I mean, first it was taking over stretches. Now it's taking over games.
Outside Lowry. Anunoby kicks to Lowry. Six on the shot clock. Tips it up. 1:51 left in the fourth. Thompson outside. Celtics passing it around. Here's Pritchard, covered by Van Vliet. Yep, that one goes.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Outside for Lowry. That's a two from Powell, and it's good off the back rim and in. Powell's got 9 points here in the second half. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option. And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Celtics.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jaylen Brown.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
Van Vliet against Brown. Van Vliet passes to Lowry. From deep. Rebounded by the Celtics.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Yeah, And I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Baines. No good that time. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans and